Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to do a little bit of diorama drawing. This piece that we started so long ago. I thought it's a new year. Let's do it. And well, we can wait a little bit till more people arrive to talk more about stuff. Let me see what we have. Maybe we're still missing one or two things, but I think there's should be enough things that I put in here. Still avoiding the heating. I am avoiding the heating, but also I wanted to showcase these awesome things that Kim's girlfriend or wife. Actually, I don't know if you're married or not, Kim. But yeah, Carolina, Koop Woolly sometimes, she's here. She knitted this awesome hat and this face warmer, which is also nice on my neck. And there's two socks here that you guys can't really see. See, like there's two socks as well. There we go. I think this is like fashionable as well, wearing them like this. So, oh, my nose is coming out. So I think I will be doing this. I think I might convince some of the kids that this will be the new fashion, and everybody will be wearing it like this in the future. Why is this so? I don't like this. Okay, these are okay. Why this I'm not a fan of. Whatever. Why are the plants so thin there? That's not nice. Let's fix this up a little bit. Let me do that in actually Sketchbook, just because that's where we were drawing. I'll drag it in here. Nope, not married. We're legally living together. Oh yeah. Partners, geregistreerde partnerschap, right? That's familiar with that. So I think I was using this brush, maybe a little bit smaller, 5.3, maybe a bit bigger. Let's go up to 8. So we're just gonna fix up these flowers, and then we go back to Photoshop to do the rest. Lines, there we go. Wife friend, Gervy. I guess both might be working. Fettelijk samenwonen. Okay. I'm pretty much it's the same. Pretty sure it's the same thing. Let's erase these. Actually, let me not erase them. Let me just bring this down. I'll just draw over them. Because we sort of need the same line sort of quality. Even if it's a little bit blurry, but it will just work better with the rest. Okay, I have to take this off because it's blurring up my glasses. Wettelijk samenvoegd is what we call it. Geregistreerd partnerschap sounds awful. It's pretty much the same thing though. It shouldn't sound awful. Okay. And this one comes back. Merge down. All right. Let's switch over to Photoshop. I can close this. Close this as well. No. I just reopen it. Open recent, and it should update. There we go. That's better. Now I still have a couple of smaller cleaning ups to do here. Once again, I see there's like 16 people. Feel free to ask any sort of questions that you might have. This is This might not be the most riveting live stream experience, watching me clean up white space in a drawing. So I can take a break from this at any point and help you out with questions that you have, drawing related questions that is. Robert, good to see you again. Hey, Mr. Natraducci. Yes, good to be seen. I must say. It's good to be back in the seat, drawing, putting stuff together. There. I think that's all. No, here's some white that I still need to clean up. So how is everybody? How are you, Roducci? Long time no talk. Is it still warm, nice and warm in Algiers, or is it getting chilly there as well? If the Dungeon Master is wearing these items, you know it's going to be a fun night. Well, honestly, I was thinking, should I use this or should I use my other, whatever is around my head here? I went with this one. Here in Costa Rica, if you live with someone for more than 2 years, you have the same rights than if you were married. You just need to witness, and that's it. Yeah, sounds good. I started guessing which Pokemon you were trying to be. I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew which Pokemon I was. What do we have here? Nothing. Is it empty? No, it's not empty. What is this thing? I don't need this thing. Okay. Let's erase this one. Okay. Let me get some nice swatch. Adar Parsi, welcome, hello. Our status of legally living together is almost the same as being married in Belgium. We just skip all the fuss of getting married. Yep. I like that. Vishwajit, hey, welcome. Vishwajit, I guess. Warm is the standard here, so it's warm. With the hat and everything on, I'm also nice and warm. Heating is still not on, guys. Heating is still not on. Have you ever turned on the heating? Yes, we have guests, and we like to turn on the heating for them. Actually, I do like these colors. I might reuse some of them. Let's take this one here. And just make a clipping mask. Actually, if I build everything on top of each other, I don't need to be super precise with this, do I? Probably not. Hey Kupuli, you look awesome wrapped in these really things. Curious to see how long it takes before all the young people start to wear socks under. I think it will catch on very soon. I'm telling you. Let's just do this whole thing. There we go. So this would be the ground, and then I'm gonna skew this. Let me see. I have a question. How much time it takes to be able to draw with mouse? With mouse, I don't know. I guess it would take a long time. I don't recommend drawing with mouse. It's not really good for your wrist. Most of the people that draw digitally draw with drawing tablets, not with a mouse, including me. I draw with a drawing tablet or a drawing screen in this case. Let's go a little bit lighter on this side. Let's see what else. A redacted computer. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay. And this as well. And let's lighten this up a little bit. Yeah, for now I think that works. Not really, you should make the guests suffer when they come visit to assert dominance. I don't need to assert dominance. They know that it's our place, so it's all good. It's all good. Is the Sven the gerbil making trash rock music? I don't know. You would have to ask Sven. Is it a good idea to start drawing with Sketchbook Desk? Not sure what you mean by Sketchbook Desk. Like, in general, it's a good idea to start drawing in a sketchbook on your desk. But if you're talking about sketchbook drawing app, you should start drawing with whatever is easiest for you, whichever you have access to. I wouldn't worry about specific applications, especially when you're at the beginning of your learning journey in the art world. Okay, let's make a new layer. I'm just gonna take this color here. I like that, and might turn out that I don't like it. Let's skew it a little bit to the blue. Maybe desaturate it a bit more, and maybe desaturate it a bit even more. Yeah, I think that that works a bit better for me. Any design-related books, preferably more reference books than longer reads, you recommend? Trying to grow my very small collection. Ooh. I think I have one is Cosmic Motors. I don't know who the author. I don't remember the name now. I don't want to stand up because I'm nicely wrapped in a heating blanket. But that Cosmic Motors, it's just nice and inspirational. Design-related books I don't really have, to be honest. I have Pinterest open if I want inspiration. That's my to-go place. Let me see. I'm not sure if the inside of the wall should be the same brownish color, but I guess for now it could work. So cool, you're rendering this drawing, one of my favorites of the last months. Oh, happy to hear that. I just pee in the corner of the living room, take care of all the dominance needs. I mean, and then the girlfriend would make me clean up the whole thing, so I'm not sure how good that is for dominance, to be honest with you. Shift, let's fill this. There we go. It will need some adjustment. This will be the house, which I don't care to be super detailed with. But here I do want to be somewhat a bit more detailed. So I think since we are using mostly clipping masks and I'm layering one on top of the other, I don't need to be super clean with my lines here. I just noticed. Let's go to our white layer and clean this up. It happens that we forget some of these little white spots that need to go away. There we go. Idar, much obliged. You really helped me to save my time. I thought you were drawing with mouse. No. You can't. I mean, some people, you can do coloring with mouse because it's easier, but drawing you definitely do on a tablet or a screen. Robert, what's with all the strange posts on dominance and weird stuff? Well, I'm not posting them, am I? So ask the people who are posting them. I used to draw with mouse on MS Paint, not an easy task. Use pen tablet or screen to make. Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I also started out. I didn't draw. I drew on paper, scanned it in, and then the coloring I did with mouse. Which, yeah, if you have like a lasso tool, you just do the dot dot dot, and then you fill it with color, and then you can do nice gradients. So that's all possible. But yeah, for drawing, definitely use that either just pen and paper or drawing tablet. I lost myself there for a second. Okay. Oh no. Oh, it's good. I thought I did it on the wrong layer. Do I like this? I'm not sure if I like this. I might want to go more towards. I might take this is a cool color, but it's a bit too bright for me. So let me go this way. Lock the layer. Fill it with a color. Let's see, and now let's go a bit more towards the red and darken it. Maybe more red even? Or maybe not. Let's see. Hey! Why am I inside a cave? I don't know. I just saw that I had this I had this PNG laying around, and I thought let's just reuse it. No real explanations for why I'm in a cave. I think if I remember correctly, this was my dungeon master sort of setup. There we go. And we can also crawl out of the cave. Let's see if I find a non-cave. Here, let's use this one. They are not in the cave anymore. Matzabob. Check out the sketching from Imagination art books from 3D Total. Great selection of different artists. There you go. Not sure if is it design related though? I mean, yeah. Nothing. I equate drawing with mouse and computer to using a potato with no pressure on computer. That is a fun way of putting it, I would say. We had this here. If I were in Europe, energy costs a lot of money. Well, actually, we were quite lucky so far this winter, right? It has been one of the warmest / mildest winters so far. So that's good. There we go. I'm in Namek. That's far away from here. Did you sketch this out in perspective or did you just use 3D? If you go back in my live stream, what is it, playlist, you can find each and every step of this drawing, how I did it, because I did it together with everybody here in the live stream, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Boop, boop. There we go. And then this would need a little bit here, a little bit there as well. Okay. Sockbird is comfortably here next to me. I can bring him, let's see. Let's see if he wants to stay up. Because usually Sogbird is very lazy and he just... There we go. Now I can't see what you guys are writing, so I will have to move Sogbird a little bit. Okay, there you go, Sogbird. You hide there. But Russia says we're freezing to death. I'm confused. Yeah, I was listening or reading or whatever some of their propaganda stuff. How like women have to prostitute themselves because we don't have any warmth. It's ridiculous, man. Jesus Christ, they're just losing their minds with the type of propaganda that they come up with. Our gas reserves are filled up again in Europe. Totally crazy that that's happening. Yeah, it's... I mean, for once, what is it? Global warming sort of is not... is serving us. I don't know if we should be happy or not for that. Probably not. But still. I think I'm going to do these pipes with the same... And then later we can change colors. Should be fine. Just like bull. You guys are really going in on that Namek Dragon Ball Z stuff, aren't you? It's a little bit of erasing there. Robert, could you ever draw using your imagination and not using the reference? And is it even possible to do that? Yeah, it is. Hey, Kupuli. I mean, yeah, let's open a new. I'll just blow this up to 300 dpi. And Photoshop freezes. Let me actually save this because knowing Photoshop, this might poop the bed at any moment. Okay, so imagination. What shall we do from imagination? Throw in a couple of prompts. Let's see what we can do. The thing with imagination, right, is that we have our little brain. Let me take a bigger brush. So we have our brain, and then we have different compartments in our brain. And there's also like only that much space. I mean, actually, we don't know how the brain works, but because I like to equate it to a computer, there's only that much space that we can use. Let me just redraw because I drew it on the thing. So we have, if any of you guys is like a computer scientist, we have a matrix, right? I think it was a X type of matrix, which we don't know how many, or maybe XY. Let's call it an XY. We don't know how many compartments we have, but you can't have endless. Like you might like to draw tanks, so then you have probably a bunch of images of tanks in your head, or I don't know, helicopters. Then you probably have a bunch of images of helicopters in your head. I don't like drawing, or I'm not good at drawing women, especially anime women. If Ru were here, he would ask me to draw some. Like we had, let me draw an anime girl face, and I will immediately fail. And they have these big eyes, and then you can immediately see that I have no idea how to draw anime women. But with these, I'm pretty good because I'm interested in these. I look at these a lot and I draw these a lot. So that's what's happening. Let's see. Did we miss anything? It is too cold in Canada, 20 degrees below zero in Manitoba. Yeah, that's not something I enjoy. I don't know why, but I want to make a physical... Oh, music stopped. Let's change the genre as well. Let's do some of this. let me take out this one. And let's go there. Okay. I don't know why, but I want to make a physical version of this drawing. Never going to happen, but still. You mean the brain thingies? Oh no, the nice thing. Oh, maybe. Elephant, wool, Batman with toothbrush, computer mouse, Dodge Charger. Okay, so let's do elephant. So elephant I have less experience with. I know that it's usually a big body. I can simplify the body into a box. Then we have 4 legs. I know that it's sort of like a belly. We have a head here, 2 ears, and then we have the trunk there. I know that now I can start cutting away. It's easier to turn the elephant actually into a mammoth, but we'll still try our best to stick with elephant. And then we would have our eyes there, I guess. And then that would be the other leg. There you go. Elephant, very quickly without reference. Wool, I would just, I think if I remember correctly, my girlfriend had them in packages like this, and then they just went around something like this. I might be wrong, but people should get sort of a feeling. Now, I never drew wool before, but because I see it plenty time, I have a feeling that this is definitely hitting a little bit better of what it should be than my elephant. Batman with a toothbrush would be relatively easy. I'm not that good with drawing humans, so I'm just gonna cartoonify him very quickly. Or actually, we can have a bit more fun with this. Let's try and do a sort of an action pose for him. Which obviously, see, this is where you will see again the difference in experiences. Somebody like Roducci, if we still have him here, he's more interested in drawing human figures and people in general and characters. So he would be much better at a pose like this, or drawing a human figure just from his imagination, than I am. So it's always about what you're used to, right? So this would be our Batman guy. Let's add him the typical Batman outfit. He's looking back for some reason. There we go. And then, oh yeah, of course, I forgot about his. There we go, Batman with a toothbrush is what somebody wanted. And then a computer mouse for Kenneth O'Brien would be too easy because I'm an industrial designer. Dodge Charger is relative. See, that I couldn't draw. I don't remember what exactly a Dodge Charger. I know if I see it, I would recognize it, but just out of my head, I don't remember now. Time to boot up Blender, yeah. Robot Wizard, again, somewhat easier. Can you give me a random idea related to mech right now? Not robots and vehicles. Draw the interior. Like for mechs, it's always like you have a chair. Hey Maxime, thank you very much. Much appreciated, my friend. back to the Mac. So just take a random chair and then try to build up the area around it. What would it look like? How would a chair look like? You can start having interesting iterations on the chair. Where are the seat belts, or is it a chair at all? So there's a lot of directions you can go with Mac that is not just the outside. You can do a lot of things on the inside of the Mac as well, like what sort of doohickeys and screens, and what do you have to control your thing. Ooh, let me drink something. Regarding design and imagination, came by this quote yesterday: you can't invent a design, you recognize it in fourth dimension. What? That goes over my head, man. You recognize it in the fourth dimension. Not sure what that... You will need to break that down a little bit for me. It looks like I'm getting bad in drawing day by day. What can I do? Don't... So we have a timeline, right? Let's just put a whole year here. And we have quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the quarters break down into 3 months, and the months break down into, let's say, 30 days. So, and a day would be like this. And then you're comparing yourself. See what I'm trying to show you here? You're comparing yourself on this little interval here. Instead, you should be patient and just look at the end of the year, what you did, what you achieved, what changed. So I would not worry about what's happening on one day or the other. Make sure that usually 2 things. One is that you're having fun, right? You're drawing, and 2 is that you're learning something, that your brain is doing something new, maybe learn some new methodology. You don't have to learn every day, but make sure that you're doing something that you might use. That's usually helpful. Can you draw weapons in mecha style? I guess so, but I mean, mechas are big robots. Mechas are big robots. Oh my god, today I just feel like, here, this is a mecha. And the mecha has a pistol. I'm sorry guys, I don't know why I feel like trolling. I feel like drawing like this. I know this is not why you come here, but this is what you get from me today. I'm in a weird mood. I don't know. I'm in a very good mood, but it's just, you get weird drawings from me. Here, this is an angry mecha. I am a round angry mecha. Ooh, I don't know what's going on, guys. The elephant's ears are socks. It could be. Are you good at cloth? Not particularly. I do a lot of folds that are not there and shouldn't work. So let's say if we have this cylinder and then we drop a cloth over it, I know that, actually let me bring down the opacity here a little bit and I'll put the cloth here. So you would sort of have that surface there, and then you would have some folds here, but most of the time I just cheat it and I don't really go into detail of what it should look like. So I just know that we have 2 suspension, or in this case, because it's round, we have the suspension points around it, but because we're drawing flat, these 2 points, so we have tension there, and then here is sort of like free floating. But yeah, it's really not my strength, I have to admit. Let's bring back this layer. World War II German military helmet. See, that one I like, and I think I might even remember a little bit. Because it comes like this, and here it has a little bit of... I don't know what's happening in the back, but I know this is correct, and I know this should be correct. Maybe like this. It's something like that. And then this is the chin strap there. Something. Oh wait. Whoa, that's too small. Something like that there. That's much better. Woo! That was a tiny head. But yeah. A Dutch Charger? Was that my accent? Four dimensions equals time. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, for a sec, because like, yeah. I know. I should have known that. Everything is already there. We just recognize it with time passing. It's a good way of putting it. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumptoid. There you got me. I don't know what to do with that one. This is why I come here. Okay, let's you know what, I'm having fun with this guy. Yeah, let's see what we do here. Yeah, but actually I enjoy, so if you guys have more questions regarding stuff, feel free to shoot them. I'm gonna try and make this Mac a little bit more Mac-y. In the meantime. I have a couple of ideas. So this is, again, this is drawing from imagination, but I still think it would be a better result if I would look up some reference, just because I have some ideas in my head, but I don't know exactly. So in your head, like, right, like, sorry, just like when you have dreams, it's not clear. It's like it's there. You see something in your head, but it's really not that clear. So if you look up the reference, you can sort of put the picture together in a better way. Let me see what we can. Oh, I could do a. Since we're talking about German World War II, let's just add a little turret up there. There we go. Again, the turret would look. So basically, the whole drawing from imagination is you come up with a basic idea like this mech that I had on the bottom, and now I know I want to add like a German tank turret, but how on earth are you supposed to remember all these things, all these details? So it would make much more sense for me to just open Google now and look up what a German tank turret looks like, than trying to just draw a cool turret. So that's why people always tell you that don't try to just draw from your head and imagination, because none of us has that big of an imagination, and you will have better results if you just use a little bit of reference here and there. Because nobody's going to recognize this as, oh, that is clearly a German tank. Clearly it's not. But you have these little things that your brain will latch on to, and like, oh wait, I know this. And it will seem immediately more realistic, even though it's based on this silly thing. Right? Let me see. Do you like the look? New Russian tank T-14. I don't think I saw the T-14. But no, I do not. It's probably no. Let's see. Oof. I'm more into it, but what was the main German battle? I thought it was the Gepard, but it's not a Gepard, is it? It's a leopard. I like the thing of that one more. Yeah. AI is generating art. What do you think about that? We had this conversation many times. Me not, since I don't necessarily consider myself an artist, and I'm a craftsman. At least that's what I like to say. I think whatever gets the job done and is legal, and it's the fastest and most efficient way, you do that. Kim Jong-gi had that imagination. Well, okay, Kim Jong-gi was 1 in a million. He comes around once. That's crazy. That's clearly a German tank. Yes, it is, Mr. Trazin. Hey, Mr. Rainbow. It is only German if it balances a beer on its can. See, so now if I would want to make a joke, I would want to look up like a German beer, like, I don't know, Bitburger, Ravensburger, something like that. I have no idea what it looks like without looking up reference. So that would be helpful right now. Okay, let's do some drawing through stuff here a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You have an idea, you think it will work, but it might not. Do you also have the thing where you remind the sound of the word, but it's only kind of close? The Gepard leopard thing seems to indicate it. Oh yeah, I do. I mean, to be fair, like, Germans always have these cat-like things for their tanks, starting with the tiger as well, of course. And because they were speaking a lot about the Gepards, because those are, I think, the anti-air tanks, and they sent those to Ukraine to help, and now they're talking about sending leopards as well. So I excuse myself for making that mistake. Should we? I think I'm gonna chicken leg it, because I think it will work better if I chicken leg it. So see, now to make this more interesting, I always too warm. Okay. Oh, the socks come. Oh, that's a little bit better. I like the socks, but maybe not on my ears. What do you think about Cold War vehicle aesthetics? I feel like as I get older, it comes with nostalgia, and, excuse me, I get more of an appreciation for that era, mostly because of nostalgia. And also, like, I lived in communism for a couple of years, so it's weird because it's not good times living in communism, but I do. It's still you're still nostalgic because it's your childhood, right? So like the Ladas and like old Romanian Dacias and the German Trabant. And these are all things that I sort of think back of fondly. It's weird to say. Um, GM Bob, what is the program you are using for the break reminder? My Dill needs something like that for her work. Workrave. Let me bring it up for you. I think I have to go to preferences. There we go. So it's this one, and you can set up all sorts of good time. You can even add yourself a day limiter. I don't use the networks, but it is very good stuff. I can recommend it. Germans drink beer from those giant thing glasses with handles. It's universal. Isn't it just like a pint or like a big pint thing? I thought it's called a pint, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't. You know what? You know what? I don't like this. Let's make him walk. So let me just finish this leg, and then based on that I can come up with something for the other leg. I guess that would be a smarter approach. Most of time you make just robot. Can you try a human mech suit, like which a human can wear? You have seen the Halo chef? Yeah. I don't like those. I do spaceships quite often, but I have a thing about mechs, walkers, kaiju type robots. I'm not that big on... Yeah, this is better. This is much better. Sometimes you're not... You shouldn't follow your stupid stick figure drawing to the T. That's my advice. I think it would be better if you would make these legs a little bit bigger. I'm gonna cut and paste them back in. Yeah, I think that definitely works better. Reactor Computer's friend made a small house from beer steins that he used when it was raining. Alright? I don't know what else to say to that. I think people who make houses are amazing, so good for him. That's designer speak. Chickling it. Hey Naveen. Good evening, Giovanni. Do you stop using Sketchbook? No, Sketchbook is right here. Oh, it was open. Well, I closed it. No, it's total because we were coloring this one, and then I popped over to I don't know why. We were talking about something and I explained something, and then got just stuck with this with Photoshop. But in general, I like to color or render more in Photoshop. So whenever you see me using Photoshop, that's why. Good to see you got warm with all the nets. Thanks, Kufuli. Yeah, I didn't thank you personally. I thanked Kim. So yeah, thank you. Today I had to go cycling, and I was wearing the hat, and I really like the hat because it's nice and tight compared to my other hats that are already getting loose. So I really am enjoying it. Do I use Blender? Rarely, but yes, as you can see I have... Oh no, you can't see it. It's down there. It's in my list of things that I use. Adar, what's about drawing medieval armors? Is it hard for beginners? Once again, if you're using reference, it's less hard. If you never seen medieval armor, it's going to be very hard. Music stopped for some reason. The thing with medieval armor, it goes in the same direction as we just talked about. I don't know who was asking for if I draw like body hugging sci-fi suits. You have to be somewhat good with anatomy and then just adjust your drawing to what's needed for the anatomy to work. And once again, what many people make a mistake is you just want to make a cool looking armor, but the more functional the armor, it's going to be actually cooler, just because it seems to actually exist in reality. Let me merge this down. Actually, let's have a little bit of fun. So I have my Pinterest here, and I just saved some stuff, some new things to my sci-fi folder. Or am I? Sci-fi stuff. Let's see if we can use it. So, for example, these last 5 things I just saved. So this one and this one looks relatively cool. So I think this one. Do we have a good? Disagree. Go away. Go away. Copy image. Okay. Let's just put this here, and let's see if I can integrate this. And this is using reference in the end. I could try bring down the opacity of this one. I said bring down the opacity. Don't undo that. I really like this picture. It reminds me of many movies where you have these sort of dystopian technologies. Not sure this might... not many times. But often it happens that you start drawing something and for some reason it becomes phallic or it becomes weirdly sexual, and you don't want that. So I have a feeling that this might go a little bit in that direction, but let's see if we can fix that. No, I think this might actually work. I actually think this might work. I thought I might be going into weird directions here, but I must say, yes, it looks like others or something, but I think that's fine because the mech in itself is already a bit weird. So I just have to stick to perspective a bit more, something like that. And then you actually have cool things there. Let me see. Yeah, I like it. Erase everything behind it. Bring up the opacity. I said, wow, today I'm just pressing everything, aren't I? Did I miss any chats? Let's see. Rodent Moose Prime. One shall squeak, one shall chirp. Still awkward thing to say in the middle of chat, but I take that. I'm a big fan of Rodent Moose Prime. Can you show us some product sketching after you finish this one? Sure. I haven't done that in ages, so actually it might be quite challenging. Actually, with product sketching, I don't enjoy to do it that much digitally. So that's interesting. I just like the feeling of I don't know, raw pen and paper and markers. Can you suggest which graphic card is good for all type of work, Blender except render? It can be slow, I can compromise. No idea, mate. Like I've been working with my GTX 970, which I bought back in 2016. And it was still working fantastically. I had no problems with it. So it's really I don't know what I don't think you need the latest one. You just need a relatively good one. I'm in your knit-worthy book. Thank you, Coop. The thing from the image looks like it should be in the evil guy's lair. Yeah, I agree. It looks like something very radioactive or something. More looks like Sentinel from 40K. Yeah, I don't know the Sentinels there. Imagine a rap song where the rapper only said yes, huh? RTX 370 or RTX 380. Well, right now I have an RTX 370. I think. Actually, I don't know. Let me check. It's display settings, right? Display. Well, let's just say I have a 370. Nobody knows better anyway, so it's fine. Dimanche Dave, are you an engineer? I was. I'm not sure if I can still call myself that. I studied engineering for my bachelor's and industrial design engineering for my master's. So I guess at one point I almost was an engineer, or I was an engineer, but I mostly do visual thinking and visual facilitation for work now. I still use a lot of, I would say, engineering knowledge, stuff that I learned as an engineer and as a designer. It's quite good for my work, but no, I don't really do engineering design work per se. Let's sort out these cables. Let us make them just a little bit nicer. Like I feel like I was rushing these a little bit, and we could tighten them up. Same thing on this side. Why did I? It shouldn't be round. It's not round on this side either. Bit thinner for some detailing. Actually, I shouldn't do details. Let me step back from doing details. Robert, are you from the Netherlands? I live in the Netherlands. Originally, I am from Romania. And I'm also a Hungarian minority, so I speak both languages. But usually it's hard to explain to people that I'm both, so I just like let them choose whichever they like more. Let's go with that. And I identify very much like a German. So I like to act as an undercover German every now and then as well. Just to make things a bit more weird. This is a weird song. Somebody just laughing. Do you love to design houses? Less houses and more furniture, but I really like to look at architecture and houses. Like I don't know if you guys like them or watch them or know about them, but on Netflix there are like shows with the most beautiful architecture houses around the world. Like they seem very boring to normal people, but I really enjoy those shows. That laugh is from Michael Jackson Thriller song. Could be. I have not listened to that song in ages. Yeah, it's good. Okay, we're still trying to make this one a little bit more realistic. I'm not sure if realistic is the best word. Dimanche Dave. Creepy Joker laugh in this song. Yeah, I told you. There we go, slightly a helicopter, sort of. I don't know if that's a radar or whatever that is. On the front of helicopters, especially gunships. Like right now, what I would love to do is take some look at the gunship and see what that one looks like. And use some of the details from a gunship and apply them here. Like I can try and take some of these. What I didn't do is add these. I feel like these are helpful in establishing some more detail. Have you ever tried starting with the details and then just going on and on, see what results? Yes, when I was younger, that's literally how I started every drawing. And I don't know, like, I don't want to say it's not the right approach, because clearly if you look at Kim Jong-ji, you can do it. It's just, ever since I started my industrial design studies, I sort of switched to this draw a big something outline and then start detailing it in. It's hard to start, obviously it's harder because you start with, well, since this is what we're doing, I'm just gonna go with this, just because now I'm curious what we can achieve with this. So now I think this might be like an interesting engine. Let me move this a little bit. No, I don't like those. I like my round headlights. So the hard part about this is keeping everything in a correct perspective. It's not super hard, but you have to pay a little bit attention to it. So if we go detail by detail, of course I don't put too much work into this right now because as you can see, I'm not the cleanest. But actually I could be quite a bit cleaner if I wanted to. Okay, so this should be rounded here. Let's add some weird pistons here. No, this doesn't work. I'm not sure if this will work, but okay. I want to adjust perspective a little bit there. So then we would have, let's do something like this. So the cockpit should be a little bit more like this. Let me adjust this. So this is an ellipse. Let me see if we draw it like this. Okay, okay. It's a little bit like the Lancia Stratos. The thing there. Let me see in the meantime. Did I miss anything? Robert, have you ever seen phone jacker video skits? No, not familiar at all. Are you served in army? Just curious about European enlist system. No. How was it? So I had to go to recruitment to health and safety, health check, but they stopped making army mandatory just I don't know, months or a couple of months or a year after that. So in the end, I was not called up to serve in the army. Okay. Okay. Let's I do enjoy this song, but let's just keep it a little bit more PG. Drawing is way easy when stop using Control Z. Well, that's why you should draw on a paper. Because there is no Control Z on paper, is there? Oh, here actually we can use this one. Or almost. Let's say we have one here, one there, and one there. One there, one there. And then let's add two more, okay. Let me make my brush a little bit smaller because we're gonna get too dirty if I don't do a little bit of scale back. All right. No, maybe it's a nuclear reactor that they put into this car. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting because I feel like the proportions here are pretty off now. So I'm just gonna see what I can add here to make it more balanced. Something like this. See, I'm doing it. Okay, let me stop pre-planning. Woo, that's hard. It's harder than I thought. Because I want to look at the big picture to make sure that it is going to be balanced. I almost didn't do it correctly there. Heat cam camera system on the front of my heat cam. Yeah, that's it. That was it. You're right. Renzo, would you say for product and industrial sketching, I need to know how to draw a cube from any angle? Because it's super frustrating and I'd rather know a few nice angles. And you need every angle. Because you can't always position your product in that specific nice angle that you know how to draw. What if you need to, like your product could be, I don't know, could be something like that, and then it has something there, and then the client asks you to, can you like rotate it like this and that and show me what's here, there, and there. And unless you can rotate it at any angle that you can imagine, you might run into problems. Hey Saman, welcome back. It's been a while. Hey, hello. Girlfriend walked by. Okay, let's do something here as well. Let's integrate this here somehow. Could go thinner again. Matsubob, remember all the wacky crazy cars from Death Race? Not from Death Race, but from Wacky Races. I was not the biggest fan of Death Race, but I did like Wacky Races a lot. So I remember quite a bit of those. I do not like this at all. That was very lame. There we go. So this is sort of like automated brain turning off, just doing details that look good as details when you're drawing them. And I just had an idea for the wing, which we don't know if it will work just yet, but I want to try it out nonetheless. Like sort of a bent wing. And then here we can add some more techie detail, whatever that would be. I'm not gonna go in too much into that now. I think I can stop with this thing here. So there you go. Starting at one little oh, and of course I forgot the big. There we go. I don't know why I forgot about this part here. Okay, there. It's almost like you're going more wild when focusing on details. Yes, details are a lot of fun, so I lose myself in them a little bit. GM Bob, Control Z on paper is called an eraser. No, it's not if you're drawing with pen, because that you cannot erase. And that's what you learn at Industrial Design School, to draw with markers and pen. There is no erasing there. Once you made a decision, that's on the paper. Okay, let's return to Mr. Mac here. When you watch too much Batman and Fast and Furious, this is what you get. You have to think really hard if you want to draw from imagination with just details. Did you use a real live cube to learn it, or is it really hard? That's a good question. I used reference. I was looking at stuff like matchboxes, or there's a box here that I could draw, and I drew them and I moved them and I tried to draw them, but it's all about perspective. So once you understand and know how to draw perspective, then rotating boxes becomes quite a bit easier. But it's the boring perspective drawings that you have to, well, master and do a lot, which are, it's not super exciting drawing them, but it will help you out a lot in the end. Little battle paint sort of situation, I guess, there. Matsubab, no secret background ninja runs from the girlfriend today. She ran by here, but it wasn't secret ninja one. Dimanche is actually, that's a good advice as well. Definitely worth doing that. Okay, a little bit of detail here and there. As you can see, like, I'm really just suggesting these hinges and connections at the legs. So this should be like this though. Especially when you're ideating, and this is not something that needs to go into a magazine. This is just a fun. But see, this is bothering me. Okay, I am going to look up a tank turret. Let's see. Let's see if we find something interesting. Oh, that's cool. It's like water. Ah, this is 40K for sure. That's cool. I don't want it too future. Oh, that's nice. See, if you want to do futuristic stuff. Something. Month of May. It's mostly the connection that is bothering me, I've noticed. I've been in this one! Oh, give me a second, guys. give me a second, guys. I just got excited. I think I've been in this one. Maybe not. Where is this? What is this? Estrella Warbirds Museum. Just a second. We'll get back to drawing in a second. Man, I've been to this one. I think. Yep. Yes. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. We were doing an America trip with my friends, and we were what was it? It was in 2018, so we were all in our 30s, but we crawled in here and we were playing around like little kids. Okay, this is the annoying, this square thing, so I'm just gonna try and modify that a little bit. Okay, back to the thing, let me see. For us old timers, there is always whiteout. It's the foreshortening that bugs me out and my brain doesn't. Yeah, so dude, foreshortening, I would recommend you keep on using. Oh no, quickly save. Great. Great. Ah, 2023. Let me just quickly save it because Photoshop is just being not a good person. 1, 2. File. Open recent. So what I wanted to say is use the horizon line and use the vanishing points, and then you can say here and there, and then you can set up your cube going with all your lines to those vanishing points. And then this is a cube. You can bring it more over here even. This would be, oh wow. This would be another cube. So try doing these. And with this you will sort of start to understand how vanishing points work. Now, what is this? I don't even remember why I drew that there. I like these. A bit thicker. Let me see. Do you know of any great Star Wars book comic to study vehicles? Yes! Yes, I do. So this is my favorite Star Wars comic book. It's called Star Wars Dark Reign 1 and 2. And it's drawn by one of my favorite comic artists, Cam Kennedy, and I don't know why there's no pictures here, but let me get you the images. Was it not Dark Reign? Oh, Dark Empire. Jesus, I'm so sorry. Dark Empire. My bad. Yeah. Here we go. So this is the inside art. This is the inside art. It's really, here you go, a great picture. Where was was it? No, it doesn't want to zoom in, maybe, but I'm telling you, Dark Empire, can very much recommend it to you. You will not get it in one day. When I first started drawing, I tried to draw a box. It took me weeks of, oh, bro, it took me years. What can I say? Yes, you will definitely not get it in one day. I can promise you that. Alaya Boyle. Hi Robert. Thank you for making so many helpful videos. I'm preparing for animation school and have found your videos have been extremely insightful for learning, perspective and object drawing. I am very happy to hear that. I am always glad when my drawing videos actually help people. And it's also interesting to see that they're helpful for people who are going in the direction of animation, because it's just quite different from, well, drawing objects, right? Because animation has a lot more character work in it and needed. Oh, I didn't add the... Okay. We can take time off of our turret, it's not so important anyways. Because I don't think the original had a turret, but what we need is a rest break apparently. Were there rodents in the tank? Yes, we were the rodents. Hey, Rugai. You came a bit late, man. We were talking about anime girls. I even drew one, so... Next time I need you to show up on time, my friend. I even put your favorite music, hip-hop, and you weren't here to enjoy it. What is this? Let's see. We're adding the little turret here. Where is my... Let me just take this, by the way. I'm slightly changing the weapon that we had there in the beginning to something more towards a minigun. There we go. Sorry I got to teach class till now. How dare you? How dare you teach class when you know that it's Thursday and we're doing live streaming? It's not really acceptable, I must say. Also. Okay, this is one, which means that on this side I just erase everything that would be in our way. Yeah. V0. Merge down. And then on this side, I can shorten it as well. And maybe I'll add another cannon here instead of another Gatling gun. Yeah, let's add a cannon indeed. You'd love it. It's engine diagnosed and repair. Does sound like fun. I feel like if I take this recording of this live stream and I just drew how to draw a mech, I'll just draw this and then just do this afterwards. I think I'll make a TikTok or something out of that. Okay. All right. Now let's return to the turret here. The turret almost looks like a mini tank. It does, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Let's change it again. Oh no, you know what? I'm in a digital medium. Let's just bring it. I don't know why I'm torturing myself. We could just bring it down, and it will probably work better. And I could also just totally change it up again. I decided to modernize it after all. I think it will work better if I modernize it. Once again, guys, it's the kill your baby situation. Right? I wanted to stick something that I established there in the beginning, instead of just like seeing that it doesn't work, scrapping it, and moving on. Let's do the whole thing. I think yeah, this already. I'm just looking at the silhouettes from far away, and it works better. What we can even do is move our little original. Oh, it's a different. Robert, you put it on a different layer, bro. Come on. Sometimes I'm silly, guys. Sometimes I'm silly. Okay, smaller brush for some detail work. This totally reminds me of the time I showed some code to a friend. He started reading it and started saying, "Oh no, this is not good," and going and doing the same. At the end, nothing was there. I mean, it's fine, right? That's how you learn. You see what he does and how his code works and what's better in his code, and you can adapt it to yours. See, I wanted in the beginning to stay away from this modern sort of thing, but it does work better. Thicker brush. Shading because this is in shadow. Micro break, and I think with that we can sort of call it a night. Oh, this was a good 1.5 hours. Wasn't quite tired. I am going to do a quick product sketch though as well, because I know I promised that we'll do one of those. What did I want? Oh yeah, I just wanted a couple of cutting lines, couple of design elements that are more, make sure that our little thing here is actually built. There we go. So I think for now that's enough. So first draw that, and then the other one. It's very simple to draw a mech, as you can see. It's just a couple of easy steps. All right, product. What shall we do? What is a product? That is a product design thing. Well, usually hair dryers, vacuum cleaners, toasters. These are things that product designers like to draw a lot. Let me see what else we could do. Controllers are something fun to draw. Banana toaster. Now see, this I have to look up. I have no idea why a banana toaster is different from a... The hell is this? Draw a Steam Deck. Okay. That is a good idea. Oh, it doesn't exist. Well, great. Okay, Steam Deck is relatively easy. It's a little bit of cheating, but also a little bit of not cheating. Let's do it here. Why not? Let me zoom in a bit and then zoom out a bit. bigger eraser. So I'm gonna stick with it being very rectangular, and then we're gonna do all the nice roundings towards the end. This should go a little bit more like this actually. So let me see, how does this work? Something like this. From here we come in a little bit, and from here and there we go up, there, and then there. Okay, so this would come here, up, there. Okay, and this is it's nicely round. So that the hard part here are the roundings. So I'm trying to find the correct roundings. And you have these grippy areas, goes a little bit up, and then you have the triggers there. Something like this. So I think this is one of the first lines that I can strengthen a bit. Let's not forget that, well, it is not super rounded, but it's a little bit rounded here as well. So I'm just gonna soften the lines a little bit, and then make sure to come in with... These lines don't necessarily exist on the Steam Deck, but it makes more sense to explain like that. Okay, and then we have one... Oh, that's not correct. Something more like that. 1, 2. Yeah. This one needs a bit of adjustment. It also goes a bit higher. I have to... This one needs to be a little bit more acceptable. Something like that. Okay. And then here we would have the triggers. This can be a little bit smaller, and we can round it a bit more there. Probably runs underneath our deck there. There we go. Actually, I could do like a center line here, just to help myself out. Okay, let's return to the buttons. Well, before the buttons, like this would be the side, and round it there. So, this is the joystick. 1. Joystick 2. And this one is a bit out of perspective, so let's fix it. Did I draw it back in exactly the same perspective? Meh, almost. But honestly, I'm a bit getting sleepy, so I can't be bothered that much. Yeah, that works better. There we go. Then we have the numbered buttons here. For that I just do a cross, and sort of this is where our buttons will be. There we went. Okay, those are the buttons. We have one button here, menu or something usually, and then we have the D-pad, I think is called, here. Looks a bit like a German cross. Alright. Gonna softly erase in the background. And then we have another button there. I can strengthen this because we have overlap. Oh. 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 It is, if you want to draw without ruler, it is going to be a bit of an adventure. What I could do, new layer. And on the new layer it's almost good, it just has a bit of... Yeah, no, I don't like it. It was too not straight. Like this. There we go, that's straight. I can work with this one because we just rotate it a bit. It's also not the most straightest, but it's perfect for what I needed. And just merge it down. And then I forgot about the touchpads. Short break. Okay, let's zoom out while we take the short break. Oh, almost done. We are almost done. I feel like on the right side, I want to bring this indent a little bit lower. It looks like that's possible. So I'll bring this a little bit lower and then we'll jump back. This comes here. Then, as I said, there's the touchpad under both analog sticks. And then we have the Steam menu button here. Same thing on the other side. Would be somewhere here. This technically has a bit of a thickness to it. And then we have another, oh, this is actually called Steam button. And we have for sound there and there. And then our actual screen is located. I think these are called bevels for screens as well. There. And there. And I didn't add a thickness to this touchpad. Or trackpad even, I don't know which one you would call it. And then this goes around here. I think here as well. I might have made it a bit thicker here than necessary. But we will be so kind and forgive myself. How about that? Everybody agrees with that? Oh no, that's at the wrong dot. Oi, oi, oi. Robert, pay attention, please. There we go. This is where I wanted to come with this. Comes there. I think that way. Let's take the. I didn't like these lines here. Like that, it works better. And now just strengthen the outline a little bit. And with that, we have drawn a product, which is a Steam Deck in this case. What I like to do, it's not necessarily correct, but I just add like a double line like this for reflective purposes. We can erase here a little bit. I would even adjust this ellipse. It's not the best ellipse. We could do a bit of this here. I mean, now it's just, I don't want to say endless, but you can tinker with making it look better for quite a while. But I think we're good. All right. Is that Gun and Roses playing in the back? Definitely not Guns and Roses. Hey, Punk Lee. Day is going good. Well, it's end of the day. It's 10:30. Slowly calling it an end here. But yeah, somebody wanted a product and Kim suggested Steam Deck. So I think we lived up to that. I mean, I still think that if you want to make it more producty, here we can do something like this. And just add something like this to it. Make these a bit stronger. Hey Bogdan, man, what are you doing up this late? It's almost 12 for you. What I forgot is that we have an SD slot here, or micro SD slot. I mean, honestly, for me, many times this is the most fun part about industrial design type sketching, is adding these little interaction elements. Honestly, I don't quite know what a micro SD card looks like, even though I have one slotted in. But let's just say that is okay there. We can press buttons there, and then we can press buttons there as well. Something like this. You will try next drawing stream will be a Nintendo Switch in Mecha style. That's not a bad idea. I think I saw something because an image immediately came to mind. So I think I saw something with that. Let's see what else. I was about to say something about a late hour too. In high five, I have to be off. In 5 hours, I have to have work also. Ouch! You better call it a night. I'm also about to call it a night. So I just want to see if anybody has any more questions. Not necessarily requests, but something they want clarified when it comes to drawing, we can address that. Is that Nina playing in the background? No. It's hip-hop, it's not Nina. I choose you over sleep. Alright, Bogdan, you do that, my friend. Okay, so we have our Mac here, and we have our Steam Deck on the other side. So I think unless there's questions, we can call this a night. Did we have anything else here? That can go away, that stays there. It's only 4:30 here in the USA East Coast. PM, that is, I imagine, Ru. PM. I think you have to add PM to that one. Otherwise, ooh, I just noticed there is a huge delay on the chat, or at least where I'm looking at, there is a delay. Yeah, only on my side. Good. Boom. All right, good. That's all right. I was afraid that there is like something bigger, but yeah, I'm just gonna do some final touch-ups on our Mac here, and then we can call it a night on my side. So if there's any more questions, remarks, whatever, feel free to put it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll move on. Zinoy, my bad, forgot to change my keyboard, lol. What? But so many nice drawings. Thank you, Zinoy, thank you. Yeah, I need a rest break. Even my computer tells me to call it. So that's what we're gonna do. Thank you very much, everybody. Why you make the head of pigeon made on glass? That is a question that I don't know if there's an answer to that, but that was a question. All right, ladies and gents, let me zoom out. Let's see what we did. We did this one. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, keep on sketching, keep on rotating those boxes and having fun, and see everybody in the next video or next live stream. Till then, have a great time. Bye bye.